Y'all, we're back at it. We're back on the live here. And I got my hair styled a little bit. What's going on? Yo, what's up, Teenan? Or Theanin? Sorry, brother, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Klaus, what's up, brother? Yo, what's up, man? How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? What's going on? How's it going? Felipe, what's up? What's up? Mario, Javad, what's going on? Can you do a middle part tutorial? I'm trying to do a self cut, but it's hard, man. Yeah, middle parts are. I would need my hair would need to be a lot longer in order to do a middle part. A lot longer. A lot longer. Yeah, you need like 6 inches or more of hair, and that would take me a very long time. You'd be waiting for like more than half a year. What's up, Area? What's up, Ishi? Yo, what's up, dude? Sorry, I've got Instagram here, TikTok here, and YouTube here on my little rig. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Joseph? Josh, Samir, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the live. What's going on? How we all doing today? My hair is very long for a boy. Okay, that's cool. I like that hairstyle you got going on. How much of your product would I need to achieve that look? Yeah, so it's funny today. I barely put any product in. So like usually I do like a set of three. So I take one pea-sized amount, put it in, take another pea-sized amount, put it in, style it in the opposite direction, and then I take a third pea-sized amount and then I style it in the direction I actually want to style it. But today, I guess I was just running late and I was just busy, so I was just like, you know what? My hair looks okay. Let me just put the least amount as humanly possible. So I literally put like just one pea-sized amount, and this is what we have. So barely anything. There's literally barely anything in my hair. And so, I mean, yeah, obviously the product is what's holding it because without it, my hair would fall flat. So the product is doing its job, but today I just didn't need to put in a lot, which is great. And yeah, this is the product that I use. So Kuras is actually my brand. I created this brand and I actually launched it last week. So it's literally a brand new company that I just built with, of course, the emphasis being solely around hair healthy products. So this is the first product I have right now. It's a high hold matte finish with 100% all natural hair healthy ingredients, and there's only 6 ingredients. Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how many ingredients are inside the product, and it honestly it's amazing. If you were to ask me, because I've used Suavecito, I've used Highland, I've used Based, I've used Old Spice. I've used American Crew. I've used who else? Hans de Foucault. I've used literally every single famous popular brand out there, aside from let's say Forte or who else? I don't know. I've even used like Moroccan oil and a whole bunch of other ones. I'm telling you, none of them have the smallest amount of ingredients like mine. None of them have the healthiest ingredients like mine. None of them are the most efficient as mine. None of them smell as good as mine because I don't have any parfum or fragrance in the product. It's literally just rosemary essential oil. And it's rosemary oil has also been found, and I'll talk a little bit about it here. I've got my website here up on my iPad. So I'll go through the ingredients again like I did on Tuesday, I think. But rosemary oil has actually been found to be as effective for hair growth as minoxidil. So I have rosemary oil inside my product. So the more you use my product, the more likely your hair is actually going to grow instead of fall out. It also helps slow down the hair graying and hair loss. So it slows down hair graying and hair loss as well with rosemary oil. So you guys, I'm like just getting started with all the marketing and trying to just figure out how it works. But like when I figure out how to market the product correctly, the product's gonna blow off the shelves. And I do all of the work here myself in my house. So I make everything literally handmade. I don't have a manufacturer. I don't, tell some scientist in a lab, hey, go make this and like use these ingredients. No, I literally go into my kitchen and I buy all of the different ingredients that I think could be useful. And then I just make random batches and different formulations until I find what works. And I think I found an incredible formula for a high hold matte finish. And I'm actually going to be creating a medium and a low hold for people that have, like, I'd say either longer hairs or buzz cuts. So if you've got a buzz cut, like really short hair, and you've got really long hair, the medium hold and the low hold will be fantastic for you if you're looking for like a light control or just like a treatment to have all day long, but also have the control along with it without having it be like so much of a hold that it's just like, you don't want it to be super hold, you want it to be kind of soft, like how mine is today. Like today I barely put anything in my hair, so my hair is very like fluffy and soft. But usually, obviously, the more product you put in, the more, I guess, tight and condensed it gets, because everything's just tight and the hold is strong. So I'm excited about it. I really am. The product is actually amazing. We've had a bunch of people already buy the product, which I'm really excited about, and hopefully I can get some photos soon of like reviews and how it looks in their hair. I'm just excited overall because I think it's an amazing product, and it's just the fact that it's like really super down to earth. It's simple and it has every product for it has every it has like the best ingredients that earth can provide. I mean, I'm sure there's others that are also very good, but for what it is, six ingredients to be a two-in-one, a hair treatment and also a styler at the same time, with no BS ingredients, no toxic ingredients, no garbage ingredients, like no phony ingredients. Like I even have it listed on the label. So when you get yourself a jar, you literally read on the label. It says phthalate, paraben, sulfate, fragrance, petroleum, alcohol, PEG, gluten, dye, gum, and cruelty free. So literally my product is like the cleanest thing that you're probably ever going to find for a hairstyling product. And you know, I'm very big in the health space, as you guys may or may not have known. I went on like a very nice health journey, a fitness journey where I lost about 20 pounds and I went from 18% body fat down to like 9. So I have a six pack now. Like I'm the strongest I've ever been. 5'8", 140 pounds. I used to be 160. And yeah, I'm like the strongest I've ever been. I could lift like a ridiculous amount of weight given how like technically small I am, but clearly in the photo of my tagged image on Instagram, I'm not thin or small. But because I'm like very big in like health and understanding ingredients, what I'm putting in my body, what I'm putting on my body, creating something like this was very important to me because for over 16 years, almost 15 years, I've been using, claymation from Hans de Fuco, Old Spice products, Suavecito products, like all these products that have the worst ingredients for your hair. And like you could probably tell that's part of the reason why people's hair starts falling out faster or sooner than they like, why their hair is graying a lot faster, why their hair is kind of like dull and like dying on them, like split ends. And it's probably because of the garbage products that are being sold in stores. And that's why I'm creating Kuras, the brand, which is really just going to be focused on creating hair healthy products. And so I'm starting out with hair styling products, of course, because self haircuts is what I do. So yeah, I mean it's a really cool journey to be doing this. I feel blessed beyond belief, and I really am super proud of what I've created, and I think everybody would benefit from the actual benefits and have a killer style to go along with it, right? It's like I barely like I said, I barely put anything into my hair today, and look how nice the hold looks. It just looks fluffy, soft. It's remoldable. It's just easy. right? I'm telling you, I put about one pea sized amount, and that was it. Like usually I do like 2 or 3, but today, today I was just like, you know what, screw it, let's just put like a tiny bit and like to call it a day. And so that's what I did. But it worked out. It worked out, and it looks great. Um, George asks, what lights do you use to cut your own hair? Yeah, so you know what? I'll even show you. I'll even show you. So this, obviously, I'm in my bedroom here. I have these lights right here. So this is one of these gigantic lights, and obviously I use these lights because I film self haircuts. If I did not film myself and make YouTube videos and content, I would not need to use these, right? Otherwise, I just use normal like light bulbs from my actual bathroom. There's like 2 or 3 5000K LED light bulbs, white 5000K white LED light bulbs. Otherwise, yeah, this is pretty much what I use when I'm filming. I have these. I've got one of these guys as well. Right, right. I've got a couple of these, but that's why you guys don't see it because when I'm filming, I'm actually creating content for my course at the same time. But I complain so much because the lights are so bright, and I've got green eyes, and when the lighter eyes you have, the more the light actually hurts. So like I'm like cutting my hair, and I'm like, I'm getting a headache, and my eyes just like my head starts hurting because there's so much light, and I'm very sensitive to light because I have green eyes. So there's a lot of lights when I'm filming. But otherwise, for most people, when you're cutting your own hair, you only need your normal standard bathroom like lights, maybe 1 or 2 LED light bulbs, but make sure they're 5000K white daylight light bulbs, LED preferably. And then I also do what I like to do. I mean, this is a little ghetto, but well, you can't even see it because I've got it hooked up. But I also get light bulbs from Amazon and they're in my Amazon storefront as well. So if you want to check them out, they're in the description, my link tree, wherever you can find my link tree. I actually have light bulbs on there that you can connect to your phone. And of course, I'm using my phone, I'm trying to grab my phone, I'm using it. So there's light bulbs that you can connect to your phone and change the colors. So when I'm like, normally I keep them on red, like 100% and at red, because at nighttime is the only time I actually turn the light on. But then when I cut my own hair, I change it to be 5000K LED, blast it all the way up to 100%. And then it's like super bright. Plus with this light here that I just showed you, and then the other light that I just showed you, the GVM, the smaller rectangular one, it's like retardedly bright, like ridiculously bright, and it just hurts my eyes. But yeah, man, you definitely need good lights. But for what I use, it's definitely overkill for most people. Let's see. Ishi on YouTube asks, could it be used to grow facial hair? Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't see why not. Obviously, this product isn't like, you put it on once and then immediate results, right? It's one of those things where you have to just keep on doing it. It's like working out, right? When you start lifting weights and you're trying to get stronger and you're trying to get muscular, right? When you start lifting weights to get stronger, you can't just show up to the gym one day and then be like, why is my beard not growing in yet? Right? That's silly. So you have to go, you have to put it in frequently. Like I work out 5 to 6 days every single week, and I've been doing it for 2 years now. Now imagine if you use the product 5 to 6 days a week for 2 years. Like, yeah, I'm sure your beard would have some really great benefits going along with it. I'm sure your hair would start to grow in a little bit more. So yeah, of course. Plus, your age definitely matters a lot too, right? My facial hair didn't start growing in fully probably until I was like 26, 27. So like 2 years ago, and I'm about to be 30 in a couple months. So good question though. Beauty of Scent asks, does your product work for body hair removal? No, it works for body hair growth. No, this isn't like a Nair where I'm just trying to rip off your body hair. No, this isn't that. This is a hairstyling product. Yeah, we're not ripping anybody's hair off. What's going on, Andrew? Brian, what's going on? What's going on? I think I missed one of the questions over here. Shadi, what's going on? Uh, he asks, what do you use for folliculitis? Folliculitis. So you have inflammation of the hair follicles. Let's see what that even looks like. I'm just going to pull it up. Folliculitis. Did I spell that right? No. Folliculitis would be. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is different. So this is folliculitis. Not sure if you guys can see that. Or at least that's what Google says it is. I don't know what that is. It looks like a bunch of, yeah, I guess. I'm assuming this is what it's probably more like. Pimples by the hair follicle. That's a really interesting one. I don't know. My girlfriend's a doctor. She might know. She might know how to treat that. But I would assume, just like most issues when it comes to skin, especially skin, right? Like my pimple, like I don't have pimples. I rarely ever get pimples anymore. And you know what's funny? Whenever I do get pimples, it's because I probably had like potato chips at like some party once a year. And then it's like, wow, the one time I have potato chips, bam, pimples, right? So I eat very clean. I'm super disciplined with my food. I eat literally a pound of ground beef every single day, 5 pasture-raised eggs every single day, kefir, Greek yogurt, um, raw and unfiltered honey. Like I eat exceptionally well, like grass-fed butter. Everything that I eat is super clean, and that's why I don't get pimples anymore. That's why my inflammation's down. I don't eat sugar. Like the only sugar I get is from the fruit that I eat. I also don't eat foods with yeast. So, yeast and sugar, if you can get rid of those two, yeast and sugar, and you start eating those single ingredient foods, like what I just kind of listed, I guarantee, the inflammation in your scalp or skin will definitely go down. Same thing with my dandruff. I used to have crazy dandruff, crazy dandruff. If you can start getting rid of sugar and yeast out of your diet, I guarantee you will start noticing some major improvements with your skin and your scalp, right? Like, just go to my first video ever on YouTube, my first self haircut video, and just like just watch the video and just look. When I start cutting the top of my head, you'll just see me with the comb just sectioning off the top, and you'll just see like flakes, snowflakes galore. You haven't seen snowflakes in my hair like that in 2 years, if or 3 years even. Most likely 2+ years. Because ever since I went on my fitness journey and I changed my diet and I started lifting weights and like changing my whole life around, my skin's cleared up, my scalp's cleared up, very minimal to no dandruff ever. My head is never itchy. I never get itchy scalp. Um, Yeah, I'm telling you. So folliculitis, I don't really know much about it, but maybe if you change your diet, that could possibly help. Just get sugar out of your diet and get yeast out of your diet and see if that helps at all. So that's what I would say, given that I'm not a doctor. Because doctor will probably just say, here's some like steroidal cream or some, steroid medicine to take, and then hope it goes away. But it most likely won't because that medicine is not really for that. So that's a good question. George says, you gave me the confidence to cut my hair. Yes, sir, my man. That's what I like to see. Congrats. The Banana Man, the Banana Man. What's the best guard combination for short hairs like beard fades? I like to do 2 guard mid closed to 1 guard no guard, then detailing, but I want to get closer to the fading shiny style. Yeah, I mean, I definitely just follow the same exact techniques that I use for the sides. So I'll literally just go trimmer. Like when I cut my hair with my self haircut videos, I even start the guideline where I want to start for the beard. So in the very beginning, I start going up with the trimmer, but I start it right here because that's where I want to start it for the beard at the end of the haircut. So I just go trimmer, no guard lever open, 1 guard open, 2 guard open, and then I usually just either leave it the same, leave the rest alone, or just make everything a 2 open, and then I just blend everything else the same way that I fade the sides of my head as well. Like it, cutting your own hair can be so easy, but I think we tend to overcomplicate it. And if we stop overcomplicating it, it could just be like a dream come true, like super easy. So literally the same exact steps that I use to cut my hair on top are the same exact steps I do for a beard fade. It's just like, what style of beard fade? Just like with like you could do a super low fade or a high fade. You could do, a straight fade, just a straight guideline across. Like just like this, the same thing with different variations of fade, burst fade, like what I have right now. You could just do the same exact thing with your beard. Just like, do I want to do an Italian beard today? Do I just want to do a little taper on the side right here? Like, what do I want to do? So it's all basically the same thing for me, right? I just follow the same exact steps for the fade for my haircut on my beard. Javi, what's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? What's going on? What's going on? I think I missed one over here. Did I miss a question? I might have missed a question. Did I not? Um, yeah, but you guys, I wanted to say really quick. You guys might have I haven't made like a big announcement necessarily, but I have been talking about it a lot on my live. So I actually created my own hairstyling product, which a lot of you guys are like, ah, yeah, who cares, whatever. But this product is actually incredible because it's a healthy hair product, which is basically a hair treatment and a styler at the same exact time, and there's only 6 ingredients. So what I did was I actually created with a lot of research and a lot of I'll run through these 6 ingredients here on my website so you guys can check it out, right? If you guys want to check it out as well, just go to kuras.com. So literally KOVRAS.com. So I basically created this product because, you guys have seen me use many times Hans de Fuco, Suavecito, these products that are absolutely loaded with garbage, toxic ingredients that really ruin your hair. Alcohol, petroleum, things that really should not be touching your hair are in the vast majority of hair products. And so what I did was create a product that is actually hair healthy. Literally, I use the highest quality ingredients inside this product. Right? A lot of people have already purchased the product, which is fantastic, and I've yet to get the like reviews or photos yet to like prove myself that it's actually good. Because like right now I'm like the only one actually being like, yeah, it's great, but the product itself is honestly fantastic. It's 6 ingredients: high hold, matte finish, 100% all natural ingredients, and they're the best ingredients for your hair. And I'm gonna go through and tell you guys why, and literally go ingredient by ingredient with the scientific articles as well, so you guys can understand why I chose the ingredients and why you should actually consider getting the product if you actually care about your hair's health, right? Now, unless you don't care about your hair's health and you're perfectly fine with your hair falling out faster, if you're perfectly fine with your hair graying faster, if you're perfectly fine with having toxins in your hair, if you're perfectly fine having alcohol drying out your hair, making it brittle, that's fine. By all means, go deal with Suavecito, Hans de Fuco, and all these other brands that are selling you junk for the same exact price, which is mind blowing. I literally just saw Claymation, yesterday for $27.50 on Amazon. I sell this for $28, and this is in glass with an aluminum lid, and it's it's literally 10 times better. So, anyway, before I get into the actual ingredients, let me answer a few more questions here. Yeah, so I honed in my beard fade. I usually get too perfectionist. Also, sometimes little light spots can ruin the look. Thanks, man. I've watched a lot of your videos over the years. Yeah, but like you can't really do too much about the light spots. I mean, there's not much you can do. You just have to be patient. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but give it until you're like 28, 29 years old if you aren't already. But there's nothing really you can do about having light spots. I mean, I definitely do at times, but the longer your hair grows, the more it fills in and the better it looks. But I appreciate that, man. I appreciate your support all these years. I think I had one question here. What's going on? Ramon, what's going on? Did I miss one? Thought I missed some. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Nice, nice. All right, so let me really quick get into this and just kind of go into detail a little bit more about what the product is. And feel free to ask me any questions that you guys have. Again, if you guys want to read while I'm actually reading it myself, just go to my website, KOVRAS.com. We're also in stock as well. So if you guys want to make a purchase, you absolutely can. But let me go ahead and start reading the actual ingredients so you guys can understand. So these are, hopefully the light is a little bit, there we go. So this is my website. Let me just fix this a little bit here. Wait, I'm still getting used to the iPad. Not really used to it. Let's see. Okay, nope, it's gonna fall. Okay, hold on. It's like blurry. There we go. Okay. So this, when you click on the website, right, you go to kuras.com, KOVRAS.com, right? This is the home page, right? So you can click on the product, or you can scroll down a little bit, and you see I have all 6 products, or all 6 ingredients listed on my website here. And so what I'm going to do is literally read you the exact information that I've got from the research articles, right? And look on the bottom here, if you guys can see, on the bottom, right in here, it's in like a goldish color. It says PubMed with a bunch of numbers. Those are the research articles that I used to figure out which ingredients that I should use for the actual product, right? What are the ingredients that I like? Why should I use these ingredients and not other ingredients? So let me go ahead and read through the different ingredients so you guys can get a better understanding of what they actually do for your hair. Because I feel like a lot of us just, and I fall victim to this as well, just buy stuff and just hope that it's good and hope that the creator of the actual product has my best interest in mind. But I think we've all kind of realized over the years, especially the past 5 years, that a lot of these companies, they really don't have our best interest in mind. They don't care about our health. They don't care about our skin. They don't care about our hair. Matter of fact, they don't really care about us at all. They just want our money. And they're just greedy corporate people in the shadows, just with a spreadsheet, just marketing. And there's like massive like capital investment firms just paying billions of dollars to market things because they have nowhere else to put their money. So that's why. But here we go with a small business owner right here, brand new small business owner, and I'm trying to make an impact in the world. And I think, I need other people to help me along with the journey. And if you guys like actually like what I'm doing here, then yeah, I'd appreciate anyone's support, anyone and all of your support. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start reading through these 6 different ingredients inside the product, okay? So this is actually a brand new jar that I scooped a little bit out of for the photo that I have on my website. So it's kind of like, it's the same exact color as the label, which is really cool. I tried to make the label the same color. So it's like a palish yellowy color, but it's really nice. And it has a very sweet, very calming aroma. So rosemary oil is actually like used for aromatherapy. So it's like very calming and soothing. And so not only is it fantastic for your hair, but it's also got such a really nice calming smell. Like everyone knows like rosemary is such a nice smell, but this smells great. Like there's no parfum, there's no fragrance, there's no endocrine disrupting smells inside this product whatsoever. Just the beautiful calm aroma of the rosemary oil. And honestly, the rosemary oil is like the powerhouse ingredient because it has so many benefits to it. Like so many aside from just smell, like the hair graying, like slowing hair graying, slowing hair loss, increasing hair growth. So let me just get into it really quick so we can like start to understand what the product is actually about here. So Let me see. Is there a way I can leave it in screen? I need to get one of those things that like make the thing float. I need to get one of those magnetic things that just have this thing floating in front of me. Okay, or I can just push my tripod back a little bit. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. How's that? Cool? You guys can still see it? There it is. All right. So the first thing, I'm gonna go through the 6 ingredients here, right? Because again, the product only has 6 ingredients. There's nothing else. This isn't 25 ingredients like Hans de Fuco. Actually, quicksand from Hans de Fuco has like 50 ingredients. 50. 50. What do you need 50 ingredients for? 50. It's ridiculous. It's honestly comedic. It's comedic. It's funny. It's laughable at this point. What these brands are actually doing to create products and just shove it down your throat, and it's not even good for your hair. Anyway, I digress. The first ingredient is shea butter. So shea butter, it actually comes in 2 different forms. So shea butter has a refined version and it has a unrefined version. So unrefined shea butter is where it's basically in its most natural state. So it has the original color that the shea butter has, right? The second you open the nut, the shea butter that's inside, it's the same exact color. The color's not tampered. So it has all of the natural vitamins and minerals that it should have, that God created it to have, right? And nothing was stripped out of it. So you've got the unrefined, which is the actual good high quality version, which is what I use, right? And the one that I get is sourced from Ghana. So it's a very high quality shea butter. Then you have refined shea butter. Refined shea butter is where they take the shea nut, they open it, grab the shea butter from the inside, and they put chemicals inside the shea butter. So not only do the chemicals destroy many vitamins and minerals, they also do it to get rid of the smell, which it doesn't even freaking smell that bad. Like it smells perfectly fine. Like there's nothing wrong with the smell, but again, because like Sephora and all these other big brands, they want products that smell like nothing except for their fragrance. They want shea butter to have no smell. So they strip the product of its smell, and in the process, they strip it of the vitamins that it also carries. And then they also add more chemicals to, aside from deodorizing it, ripping out the smell, they change the color. So naturally, shea butter is like a yellowish color, right? Here's the shea nut with the shea butter, all right? Naturally, shea butter is like a very yellowish color. But again, what do these big corporations do in big hair? They want to remove the yellow color so that they can add their own coloring and different ingredients to change the color. So they add chemicals to the shea butter to make it white instead of yellow, to deodorize it to strip out the smell, and they also strip out the vitamins and minerals that come with the natural shea butter. So you're basically getting this super hyper refined product, just like bleached flour in store. You ever wonder why bleached flour is like $2, but then einkorn flour is like 11, $12 for the same amount? Yeah, that's why, because they literally add chemicals inside the product to get rid of certain things, and then they sell it to you as if it's like a good product, that it's feasible. It's a disgrace, to be honest with you. It's honestly just a disgrace that they even do it in the first place. So, but that's not what we do here. At Kuras, we keep everything the way that God intended to keep it, all right? We keep it natural. So the second they grab the nut from the tree or from the vine, they crack it, take the shea butter out, put it in the packaging, and ship it to my front door. And that's how it comes. There's no scientist in the background, pouring chemicals out of a test tube, being like, yeah, like deodorize and like strip the color and strip the smell and remove vitamins so that Kim Kardashian can have hair products that are completely white and blank and have no smell or like look. So anyway, let's move into the actual benefits of the shea butter now. Now that I've gone on a little rant. So shea butter is actually known for its moisturizing properties. So shea butter is very good at moisturizing your scalp and your hair. So it keeps it nice and moisturized. Like if you have dry hair, again, it keeps it nice and moisturized. But for those of us that have oily hair, let's not worry because the next ingredient is arrowroot powder, which is supposed to absorb the excess oils, which it does a fantastic job. Otherwise, if it were just moisturizing from the shea butter, the product would be a shine product, but it's a matte finish product because of how I formulated the ingredients. So you don't even have to worry about it being oily or, giving you like a greasy, nasty like feeling because I formulated it in a way with the correct ingredients so that it gives you a natural matte finish. And there is none of that, greasiness or just weird, nasty feeling from it being like overly wet. So shea butter does a great job of moisturizing, it soothes, and it protects your scalp health. It's rich in vitamin A and E, which are fantastic for your hair. It's linked to promoting hair growth by increasing the scalp's circulation and moisturization. So shea butter is actually fantastic for promoting hair growth. So shea butter is a large portion of the actual product. Obviously, the formula is fantastic and it's very well proportioned, exactly like the way that it should. But there's more than enough shea butter for you to get the moisturizing, soothing scalp health protections that it offers, and also helps promote the hair growth as well. So that's shea butter. And again, if you want to fact check me, you can just go to my website, kuras.com, KOVRAS.com, and click on the actual link right here. I'm really not used to this iPad. The thing keeps flying around. Oh, if you just click on the link right where we at, right here. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. I can't see. What am I doing here? There we go. You see right here how it says PubMed? If you actually click on that, it'll go straight to the link for the PubMed website, for pubmed.gov. And this is the exact research article that I used to figure out why should I use shea butter as the ingredient, right? And so that's all of the things all the benefits that I just went over are literally right here on the actual research article. So if you want to check that out, please feel free to check that out. But that's shea butter. That's the first ingredient for the product, okay? The second ingredient is arrowroot powder. Arrowroot powder absorbs excess oils without clogging pores and adds a light, smooth texture. It balances the scalp oils with zero residue. So that's like, what I was just saying with the shea butter. The more shea butter you add, the more you feel like you're adding, because the moisturization effect, it feels like you're just like thickening and weighing down your hair. But again, if you formulate it correctly with the correct ingredients like arrowroot powder, and the arrowroot powder that I use for organic clay is an organic arrowroot powder. So it's actually a super high quality product, very, very high quality ingredient. So arrowroot powder, it absorbs any excess oils, right? And so that's why, it's part of the reason why I'm able to get a matte finish out of the product because I use arrowroot powder, right? It absorbs the excess oils without clogging your pores. So it's non-comedogenic. So if we have folliculitis, maybe that would help with the pores by your, hair follicles. I mean, I'm just saying that. I don't know for a fact, but arrowroot powder is known for, not clogging your pores. So it's non-comedogenic, which is great. And it also adds a light, smooth texture, balances the scalp oils with zero hair residue, which is also fantastic. Arrowroot powder is also linked to antibacterial and antioxidant properties for a healthier scalp environment. Who here wants a healthier scalp environment? Please raise your hands. I'll wait. Raise your hands. Who here wants a healthier scalp environment? Raise the hands. Raise the hands. Let's go. We all do. We all do, to keep it short and simple. right? We all want a healthier scalp environment, I would hope, right? Now, unless you like having toxins in your hair, I mean, that's perfectly fine too, but you know, to each their own. So, arrowroot powder is also a fantastic ingredient, and this is what it looks like. So it's basically, it kind of looks like baking soda in a way, and it kind of has a similar texture as well. So it's like this white fluffy-ish powder, but it also has a very smooth grittiness to it. It's very interesting. It's similar to like baking soda, like the texture in a way. It's like light, it's light, airy, but it has like a little bit of grit to it, which is interesting. The third ingredient inside organic clay is beeswax. And this is, of course, yellow beeswax. So nowadays they make white beeswax as well. So, like I said with the shea butter, they strip out the color by adding chemicals. That's how you get the white beeswax because bees don't make white honey, right? I mean, they do, so like it depends where, I guess. But I've seen white honey, but like I don't trust white honey. The honey I know is like a deep amber color, just like my glass jar. So, anyway, the beeswax that I use is 100% natural beeswax, so it is a high quality ingredient. And beeswax offers a natural and flexible all day hold. So, like I said earlier in the live stream, I put not even a pea sized amount, like literally a super tiny amount, just one little pea sized amount of product in my hair, and that's how it's styling for pretty much the entire day. So usually I do three. I do like 2 to 3 pea-sized amounts. And today I just did one. I guess I was feeling lazy. So I just did one. And my hair still came out looking great, right? It's a high hold matte finish. It does what it says it does. So beeswax is what helps with the hold and what keeps it a flexible hold throughout the day. So if you wanted to restyle it, you can obviously restyle it, and it does a great job at that. And yes, it does last all day, right? I'm not going throughout the day, you know, it's falling and then flicking it back up, and then it's falling again and it's flick, and I have to pull it back up, or I have to go back like 6 hours later and grab more product. None of that, right? This product is genuinely a super product. It's a super product, genuinely. There is no, it's an all day hold. You're not going to be grabbing more product in a couple hours to restyle it because it keeps falling. So, beeswax is a great ingredient as well for that. Also, health benefits for your hair. It locks in the moisture. So, the moisturization that the shea butter adds, beeswax locks in that moisturization into your hair. So it keeps it in the hair follicles, which actually does help your hair, right? All while not clogging the hair follicles, all without clogging the hair follicles. So the beeswax helps with not clogging the hair follicles. The arrowroot powder helps with not clogging the pores on your scalp. Okay, so we have multiple ingredients that do not clog the pores and do not clog your hair. So, like, I'm telling you, when I did my research, I did my research. Everything is literally like super brain. Like, I thought about so much with this. And then beeswax is also antibacterial, and it's also anti-inflammatory. Beeswax, like honey, also can last forever. So it's like unperishable. It literally just lasts forever, which is fantastic. Beeswax is also linked to supporting hair growth. Again, just like with shea butter, beeswax also is linked to supporting hair growth and scalp health, particularly in conditions like alopecia. And again, this was also part of the study that I found, and it's right here, right? Right there in the bottom website. PubMed number 320-12913. That's for beeswax. So again, we're like, I'm just creating tallies here at this point so that you guys can understand like the actual health benefits that you're getting from the product. And this isn't just like, oh, Alex just wasted his time creating a product for you guys and it's nothing, right? Now, I might not be the best marketer on the planet, that's obvious, but you know, we're new here and we're learning as we go. So The next ingredient is kaolin clay. Kaolin clay is a super soft, super lightweight clay. It's like a white, grayish color. And it's a mineral rich clay that detoxifies the scalp, removes impurities in your hair, it strengthens your hair, and it also reduces buildup. So, similar with the arrowroot powder, how it leaves zero residue, kaolin clay reduces buildup, right? So it's way easier to just run your fingers through, way easier to clean when you're shampooing or showering, or even just washing it out of your hands with soap. So kaolin clay is also fantastic. It detoxifies your scalp. It's super rich in minerals. It removes impurities and it strengthens your hair. So it says it's linked to detoxifying and improving the overall scalp health. Right? Again, fantastic ingredient for a hair clay. Now, for the best ingredient, in my opinion, next to, let's say, shea butter, the shea butter and like the rosemary essential oil are honestly like the best ingredient. And again, if you guys want to follow along with what I'm reading, if you guys want to follow along, you can just literally go to my website and read. I'm literally reading directly off my website. So you can just go to KOVRAS.com and just follow along with what I'm saying to learn more about the actual product and what it offers for your hair potential, for nourishing your hair and styling it at the same exact time. Now, rosemary oil is a game-changing ingredient for hair. Like it's like this what's like it's like this a superpower ingredient. Like it's like a Superman, right? Like Batman versus Superman. Superman's gonna destroy Batman, and like this is that ingredient. Rosemary oil, it boosts circulation to the scalp, similar to shea butter, also creating fuller, thicker hair. Who here wants fuller, thicker hair? Who here wants who here wants fuller, thicker hair? Right. Let's see a raise of hands. Anybody want fuller and thicker hair? Right. I already have like really thick hair, but the more that I use my product, the more thicker and fuller my hair actually gets. So that's just one part, and there's many parts of rosemary oil that are super beneficial. So it boosts circulation to the scalp, creating fuller, thicker hair. It's an antioxidant. Similarly to, which one was it? That's antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. Okay, so this is the first antioxidant ingredient. Anti-inflammatory, just like beeswax. And rosemary oil has been linked in a study done in 2015, which you guys can check out right here, PubMed 25842469. Rosemary oil has been linked to slowing hair loss and hair graying. It slows hair loss and hair graying in a 2015 study, and it was showed to be as effective as minoxidil in promoting hair growth. So it helps your hair grow. It helps slow down hair loss. It helps slow down hair graying. It boosts the circulation to your scalp, which creates fuller, thicker hair. It's an antioxidant and it's an anti-inflammatory. And it smells amazing. Let's not forget about the aroma and the aromatherapy that rosemary oil actually offers. It's such a calming, soothing smell that like the second you smell it, it's like your nerves just like relax. Like it's like you smell it and you just feel way calmer, right? It's like you're like meditating. So you just feel super calm when you smell it. So I just listed like 6 or 7 different really amazing benefits of rosemary oil, and that is the reason why I use rosemary oil inside my product. It's not just like, oh, it's for the smell. it's not just for the smell, it's for many other reasons why that are really amazing for your hair. Okay. So I could have used like sandalwood or like mint peppermint or like lavender, but those don't have the amazing qualities and hair benefits as rosemary oil. And again, if you guys want to follow along or just go directly to my website, you can just go to KOVRAS.com. It's the name of the actual company, my company, Kuras, which is my last name. And you guys can check it out with me. Michael, yeah, where do you get the product? You can just go to my website, kuras.com. So KOVRAS.com to check out exactly what I'm talking about now, and of course to buy the product as well. So rosemary oil, you guys, I'm telling you, I'm going to be making more different products in the future with rosemary oil because of how amazing it is. I'm telling you, it's such an amazing ingredient to put. And like you have to be rosemary essential oil because it's an essential oil. You have to be very particular and use a very specific amount inside the product. Otherwise, it could become irritating, like any essential oil, right? Like the second you put it on your skin, it would be too irritating. So what do you have to do with essential oils? You have to mix it with like fattier ingredients, like a shea butter or beeswax, in order to balance it out. But because it's an essential oil, the aroma is so powerful that you really don't even need like a super amount. Like a couple percentages is like all you need, and it does wonders. It really does. And it's such a like it's the best ingredient next to shea butter. So really excited about that, and no other hair product on the market that is a hair styling product has rosemary oil in it that I've seen. So rosemary oil, guys, don't play games. Organic Clay's got rosemary oil in it, and it's a single ingredient rosemary oil, and I get it sourced from Spain. So it's sourced in Spain, right? Again, massively high quality rosemary essential oil that I get sourced from Spain. Only Spain. This isn't like olive oil at the store where it's like from Tunisia, it's from Greece, it's from Spain, it's from Portugal, it's from Algeria, it's from California, and it's all mixed in one. And then they add in a little bit of seed oils as well to like confuse you and like fill it up a little bit more. No, all the ingredients that I use are literally single ingredients from a single country. The shea butter is from Ghana. The rosemary oil is from Spain. Like they're single ingredients sourced from single countries. So I'm telling you, I did so much research behind all of this to create an amazing product. Now, going into the final ingredient here, we have vitamin E oil. Now, for those of us that don't know, vitamin E oil actually comes from the wheat germ. So they take grain, like corn grain, not like the corn in America, like the yellow corn on the cob, but the actual grain that bread is supposed to be made out of. And they I guess they crush it down, and whatever oil comes out, it takes a lot of grain, but whatever oil comes out is the vitamin E oil, right? They have to like sift through it to make the vitamin E oil, but it comes naturally from wheat germ, which is great, and it has like a very nice like orangey, like a deep thick color. So it's a really nice ingredient, and it's used to protect against oxidative stress, free radical damage, and free radical damage. Sorry, I can't read. Well, I can't read. So vitamin E oil protects against oxidative stress and free radical damage. So I'm pretty sure, if I can remember correctly from the last stream, free radical damage happens at like the molecular level when you have molecules that are unstable. So when you've got toxic ingredients in your product, like some of these other brands out here, and if we had check our bathroom right now, I guarantee we all have toxic ingredients in our products. Those products most likely have unstable ingredients that are ruining your hair at the molecular level. So they're actually damaging the hair follicles from a molecular level. A lot of these toxic ingredients that are put in all of our hair products, our shampoos, our conditioners, our hairstyling products, all of them. So what do we do instead? Well, I use vitamin E oil because it protects against oxidative stress and it protects against free radical damage. It also supports scalp repair, so it helps repair your scalp and the overall health of your scalp. It strengthens the hair shafts and also reduces breakage. So there's literally so many amazing properties to vitamin E oil. It's also been linked in the study that I have linked here. Vitamin E oil is also linked to enhanced hair growth in humans. Enhanced hair growth. So, with all that being said, how many ingredients talked about hair growth, promoting hair growth? Ready? Shea butter, promoting hair growth. Beeswax, supporting hair growth. Rosemary oil, promoting hair growth. Vitamin E oil, promoting hair growth. So 4 of the ingredients that I have inside here, 4 of the 6 ingredients all promote hair growth. Who here wants their hair to grow more? Who here wants their hair to grow more? We all do, right? Nobody wants to go bald faster than they have to, right? So, what do? We have to have products that have the ingredients necessary to help promote that. And again, this isn't just a bunch of hoopla. This is literally science. I literally have the scientific research articles linked on my website so you can read the scientific literature as well, right? If you don't believe me, believe the literature, right? The studies are there. It's a .gov website, pubmed.gov. Okay, let's see what else. Moisturizing, loaded with different vitamins and minerals, right? Promotes hair growth, promotes scalp circulation, removes excess oil, non-comedogenic, balances the scalp oils with 0 residue. We have antibacterial, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. We have detoxifying. I don't have another hand. That's 11. We have locks in moisture without clogging the hair. Doesn't clog your hair follicles. Flexible, natural, all-day hold. Mineral-rich clay, right? Removes impurities, detoxifies, reduces buildup. Boosts circulation to the scalp. I already said that. Creating fuller and thicker hair. It also adds a lot of volume as well. So it creates fuller and thicker hair. Slows hair loss. Slows hair graying. Shown to be as effective as minoxidil. Protects against oxidative stress and free radical damage. Supports scalp repair. That's 4. And then strengthens the hair shafts and reduces breakage. I just listed like 25 different items on a checklist that you would write. And it's like, what else do you need to say? Right? The product clearly works. It's clearly beneficial for your hair. It's the evidence is all right there, right? It's clearly healthy for my hair. It's clearly, let's turn this a little bit here. That's so bright. Oh my gosh. Let's adjust this real quick. One sec. This light is super bright. Mamma mia. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'll even turn the brightness up on my iPad so you can see it from a different angle here. But yeah, I mean, the ingredients for organic clay speak for itself. It's very apparent that this product is super hair healthy. It's amazing for your hair. And it actually does what it says it's supposed to do. It styles your hair, giving it a high hold and a matte finish, right? It does what it does, right? All natural, amazing ingredients, amazing high quality ingredients. There's only 6 ingredients in the entire jar. We have a amber glass jar. So it's an amber jar because it helps keep the sunlight out, which helps preserve the actual product on the inside. Then I also have an aluminum jar or aluminum lid. It's a black aluminum lid as well, right? You've got the aluminum lid here and the glass jar, right? Like, please tell me what other company that is a big name brand, American Crew, Old Spice, like all these other big companies giving you a good product, an amazing product that actually works in styles the way that it says it does, and is in packaging that is probably one of the most expensive packaging that you can get as a manufacturer. You're just not going to get that anywhere. So I've done I've done the research, and I've done everyone a favor by creating a product that doesn't have any microplastics by having it in glass and just protects the actual product on the inside because it's a stronger, better quality jar. So with all that being said, I'll definitely leave the floor open to you guys because it's been an hour. It's been an hour. And yeah, I mean, today's what, Thursday? Yeah. And tomorrow's Friday. So I'll leave the floor open for a handful of minutes here so you guys can ask me any questions about the product. Again, everything that I just said was literally on my website. So if anybody has any questions about what I just read, it's all here on my website. Just go to KOVRAS.com. It's linked in the description. It's linked in the bio. It's in my link tree as well. So if you guys want to check it out, if you want to order yourself a jar, we are in stock as well. So we have jars to go around, and I'm really looking forward to shipping you a jar so you guys can try it out and let me know what you guys think. So feel free to ask me any questions you have. I'll leave the floor open for, a handful of minutes. Ay, thirsty. What's going on? What's up, Joy? What's up, Renzo? What's up, Michael? I think I had a question here. What was this question? Bilker says, I struggle when I cut the back of my head. Any advice? Yeah, when it comes to the back of your head, first and foremost, you definitely need really high quality lighting. So you need lights like this where it just needs to be super bright, super white light. So I'd highly recommend getting 2 or 3 LED light bulbs that are 5K white daylight light bulbs. So I have it listed on my Amazon storefront as well if you guys want to check that out. So 5000K daylight white light bulbs so you can see what you're doing, like super crystal clear. And then of course you need the correct mirror setup. So if you haven't already, go on YouTube and just type in Alex Kouras. Here, I'll even pull it up now. Let's go over to YouTube and let's type in Alex Kouras mirror setup right there. Can I zoom in on you? I can't zoom in on YouTube. Okay. The second video right here. The second video. Let me see. The iPad is so difficult to hold when you're doing this. This video right here. It says Alex Kouras, the best mirror setup video for self haircuts. Watch that video to learn exactly what mirror setup I use. And I'm telling you, it's the easiest mirror setup for self haircuts. If you want to cut your own hair with ease and not have to worry about holding a handheld mirror and not have to be crammed like this with a 3-way mirror and then risk tripping and falling because the hair is literally falling at your feet and like it's getting all over your legs, and then you potentially could trip and that could be a hazard. Check out that video and it should help a lot with cutting the back of your hair. But fantastic question. A lot of people have problem with cutting the back. Let's see. What's going on, Silva? What's going on? Matthias, Junior, Rafa. What's up, guys? Daniel, what's going on? Jorge, George, Yassine, Fabio, what's going on, bro? Antonio, what's going on, man? Feel free to ask me any questions, you guys, whether it's about the product, whether it's about organically, whether it's about the brand, Kuras. I literally just launched the company last week, so we're literally brand spanking new. And yeah, I'm just doing my best to help get word out so that you guys can know that I exist and the product is actually available. It's a oh the product is actually available and it's a really amazing product at that. But let's see, I should probably turn this light on. One sec. Let me see if I can turn this light on here. Maybe I should be using this light instead. How's that? Is that better? Oh yeah, there we go. Well, your boy's just been stupid. Let's see. Yeah. Any questions? Any self haircut questions? Any grooming questions? Whatever you guys have. Any beard questions? Questions about the product? What's going on, Henry? What's up, brother? How you doing? Feel free to ask them while I'm here. I'll be on for another like handful of minutes here. And then I gotta go take a shower because your boy's gotta go to bed. Yeah, I go to bed at like 9:30. In bed super early because I like to wake up when the sun comes out so I don't disrupt my circadian rhythms. Ugh. What's going on? Daniel, he asks, hey Alex, since you're making products now, are you gonna bring any other products in for the future? Yeah, so what I would like to do, and obviously I wanna, I just wanna start off with the first product as well, which is the organic clay high hold matte finish. I have the medium and low hold also pretty much figured out. I've got the formula figured out for those as well, but I haven't, looked to offer those up yet because I'm not too sure. I need to probably do a poll on Instagram and YouTube to see who would be interested. But yeah, I also want to do like a curl cream because my girlfriend's got really curly hair. So I think a curl cream would be really nice and a natural version of that. A beard balm, kind of like the low hold one would kind of be like the beard balm in a way. So I need to figure out how I want to figure that out. What are there? I think there was like a tonic spray, like a spray for your hair, I think that would be amazing for buzz cuts as well, especially because your hair is super short and the spray could get into your scalp if the formula is like mixed correctly with the fatty oils and whatnot. Yeah, like imagine having a spray, like a tonic spray with like a bunch of rosemary oil and other ingredients that are fantastic for your hair. What? Are you kidding me? So a spray like that would be a fantastic, a balm for your beard, low and a medium hold with pretty much the same ingredients as this product, just with a different hold. Um, yeah, there's definitely products that I have in store other than this one as well. But of course, I would like to see this one do well first before I start to do other ventures and like take things on even further. So I just need to get, I just need to sell way more and like get the name out more in order for me to feel comfortable to do more, if that makes sense. I have like a thing in my eye. It's like you ever get those like things that just like float in your eye and it's like get out of there, I can't see. I think there was another question. Alvaro asks, "Are you Greek?" Yeah, I am, man. I am half Greek, half Portuguese, but as you can probably tell, I look more Greek than Portuguese. Do you have a face skincare routine? I've got an eye itching routine. Yo, something's every day, at least like 4 times a day, something like flies into my eye and it becomes an issue. What did you say? Do you have a face skincare routine? Yeah, my skincare routine is eating exceptionally healthy and keeping sugar out of my diet and yeast. So I don't eat any processed fake sugars. The only sugar that I get comes from my raw and unfiltered honey and the fruits. that I eat every single day, as well as like coconut water. So my skincare routine is taking care of my gut health because I know because of my seborrheic dermatitis and my dandruff that skin problems are actually gut problems in disguise. So the second you can figure out how do I make my gut healthy, that is what's going to make your skin healthy. So I literally don't get pimples because I take care of my gut health. I drink a lot of kefir, like which is it's a fermented like dairy product. So I drink a lot of kefir. I don't have any processed sugars in my diet, right? No candies, no sodas, no iced teas, no random drinks. I don't have any yeast in my diet as well, right? The only sugar that I get every day comes from honey and fruit. That's it. And like of course like the milk, right? Like because I have like yogurt and kefir. Like the milk also has lactase, which is a sugar for milk sugar. But no processed sugar, no yeast, and no seed oil is definitely not, right? So if you want good skin, start eating better. Um, yeah, kefir. Yeah, especially the Maple Hill kefir. The Maple Hill kefir, bar none. Grass fed, amazing. Khalid asks, how. Oh, hi, how are you? I thought you asked how old are you? Good, man. How are you? I can't read, man. I think the thing messed up my eye. Why can't I'm like Plankton in the SpongeBob episode? Why can't read? Uh, JXM, I'm gonna use one of your vid to cut my hair the burst fade with beard trimmers. Nice, yeah, dude. I got a burst fade going on right now. I mean, it's grown in a little bit because it's been over a week since I cut my hair, like a week and a half almost. But yeah, dude, burst fades are great. Burst fades are great. Beard trimmer, that's gonna be tough. Recommend using a clipper instead if you can, but you'll make it happen. It's possible. Christy K, when's the next buzz cut? Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. It could be some time. It just could be a little while, right? The only way that I mean, for now, until I get people also helping me, supporting me grow my business here with my hairstyling products, you need hair in order to promote hairstyling products. If I had a buzz cut, how could I promote a high hold product? It just doesn't make any sense. So a buzz cut will come at some point, just not anytime soon. So I know that's a big letdown, oh, but I'm just telling you the truth. Frank, what's up, brother? I'm loving this longer hair on you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's styled with my hair product. I'm telling you, and I used one pea size of hair product today, literally. Here, ready? I mean, this isn't how much I used. This is for like the photo that I used. I used a different jar for the actual style today, but I used literally like a little pea-sized amount, and that was it. And it's styling great, nice and fluffy little style. Give me a nice little high hold for the day. Let's see. Did I miss something here? Yeah. No. Okay. Daniel says, I think you'd look great with long hair, Alex. I don't know if I would. I really don't. I don't know. I've had because when I did that big transformation from my it was like 6 or 7 months that I went without cutting my own hair, and then I went straight to like a super buzz cut. It was like ridiculously long, puffy hair. I have like an afro. Like it just grows wide and out. And then I just cut it, I just did a massive buzz cut. It was crazy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it would look good if my hair was like super long. We're talking like 7, 8 inches. Maybe if it was like 8 inches in length, it would look okay. Especially if I had like a curl cream, like I was just mentioning to you, like creating a healthy curl cream, like a natural curl cream. I feel like that could look actually pretty good with longer hair. But you know how long it would take? And because I'm a self hair cutter and I teach people how to cut their own hair, you guys wouldn't get a video out of me for a very long time unless I just changed it up and just did like grooming in the meantime or like other videos. So It's like hard. It's actually really hard because I can only cut my hair every 2 weeks. And then if I want to grow it out, I can't really because I have to keep like making new like unique hairstyling videos or like self haircut videos with different styles and changing it up. So it's not easy. It really isn't. Like I wish I could just, snap my finger and have long hair and then and then cut it all off and then the next time grow it back out really fast, but that's just not how it works, obviously. I think I missed a question here. Frank says, Are you going to grow the back out too?" I mean, as of right now, I kind of am, right? Yeah, the back is it's probably like maybe half an inch at the longest point. But yeah, it's probably like half an inch at the longest point right now. We'll see. We'll see. Unless you guys give me better like ideas for a self haircut, and maybe it'll stay as a burst fade for now. But yeah, I mean, any other questions before we head out? I gotta go take a shower. If you guys want to check it out, we are in stock with Organic Clay. This is my company as well that I just created and we launched last week. You can check it out at kuras.com, KOVRAS.com, to learn more about the product, all of its amazing hair healthy ingredients, and what it can actually do for your hair. So you can take the garbage, toxic ingredients that are inside or products that are in your bathroom, throw them in the trash, and start replacing them with things that are actually good for your hair, right? The motto of my brand is your hair's new best friend. So your hair needs a new best friend. So in order to get a new best friend, you got to throw out the old one. So throw out your old best friend and start getting a new one for your hair, right? A healthier one that's actually good for it. So maybe I'll answer one more question, then head out. One more question I'll answer, and then I'll head out here. So whoever's first come, first serve. All right, Daniel, I think it's you, brother. I hope in the future there'll be shampoo and conditioner with the healthy ingredients. We'll see. We will definitely see. Yeah, we'll see. I definitely stick to the anti-dandruff shampoo, but I know the second you start getting into like dandruff shampoo, it becomes more of a like regulated thing where you have to like it's like super regulated the second it's like a drug at that point. So yeah, I mean, a shampoo with all natural ingredients would be cool, but again, there has to be demand, and my brand has to be big enough for me to actually feel the need to expand and start giving you guys more of what you want. Like, if I get a million DMs tomorrow saying they want a certain product, then yeah, of course I'll do it. But if I don't have the demand, then there's nothing really I can do. So that's why I'm here. Like, I know that I have the ability to create products that are actually good for you, that are good for your hair, and that actually work and style the way that you want them to, the way that they're supposed to. So I started out with this first product, and then I have other products in mind that I know I can create successfully. And if I can help get this one to be a big product, like many products out there that are big for no reason, but this one will have a good reason for being popular, then, I can do more, right? That's the goal because I think we can definitely create a world where we have mostly healthy products for our hair. And that's what I want to do. I want to create the healthy products for our hair because other brands don't care, don't want to. But I've made it possible. I've made it possible. You can have you can have healthy hair and a styler at the same time. You can have healthy ingredients in a product and it still be affordable and like have really nice quality hair that you're confident with and you just feel good about it. And you can run your fingers and your hands through your hair and it just feels really nice, right? And again, slows down hair graying, slows down hair loss, promotes hair growth. Like all of the ingredients are so amazing for the product. And please, like, don't just take my word for it. Please go to my website and like actually look at what the benefits are for each ingredient. Just go to kuras.com to check it out. And I promise you, like, you'll start to understand, like, a light bulb will go off in your head and just be like, you know what? Let me go in my bathroom real quick. Let me grab one of the products that I have, or all of them, and just start reading the ingredients on the label. Like, phthalates, parabens, fragrance, petroleum, like alcohol, PEG, gluten, dyes like red 40 and blue 10 and gums and oh they like use it they tested it on animals like we need to do a little bit better. We need to do a little bit better as at caring for ourselves because the world around us, right? Big hair, big hair needs to be taken down because they don't really care about any of us. They just want to control and have the power moves. So that's all I got for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something new about the product. We are in stock, so definitely check it out. If if you're interested, we are in stock, so you can get yourself a jar. It'll literally get to your door. If you live in the United States, it'll come to you within 2 to 5 business days. Um, and then internationally, I do ship internationally as well. It's like an extra $20, something like that, to ship internationally, which unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that. I would love to make that cheaper, but that's just the price for like, UPS and DHL and all these companies. So it's available. You can all get it. Get your jar. Where we have it in stock. I hand make these all myself in my house here. I've made a bunch. So if you guys want a jar, you can get yourself a jar today. Just go to kuras.com. Cool. Daniel says, real quick, thank you, Alex, for answering my questions. I appreciate you, brother. I'm rooting for you. I hope the business gets huge. I'll be buying for sure to promote it. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. But all right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, maybe I'll see you guys this weekend if I'm not busy. Take care. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.